Hey, what's going on guys, Mixuba here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Scourge of the Skyclaves Orzhov aggro deck for standard best of 1. So this list is based off the list that Crokies was playing a couple days ago, and it basically tries to leverage this card in a Orzhov aggro shell, right? And it has a weird ability where its power and toughness are equal to 20 minus the highest life total among players, meaning you want to be pressuring your opponent's life total while also have them pressure yours, but if you can't have them pressure yours, you want to have ways to deal damage to yourself. This means that we run cards like Dire Tactics, Demonic Embrace, and the Bolt Lands, as well as Rankle. Basically, these are all ways to take down your own life total in order to grow the Scourge, right? So, which is another reason why we're in Orzhov. It's also so we can have some humans in case we don't want to lose the life or Dire Tactics, and it's also a good removal spell that does cause us the life loss if we need it. It's a fine line to tread whether or not you want to be bolting all this in and paying the extra life cost with Dire Tactics. It really depends on how aggressive you're trying to be with the Scourge. So again, to the list, 3 Giant Killer, really good removal spell on the adventure side, and a 1-mana human to help us with the Dire Tactics if we don't want to pay the cost. Pretty nice little aggressive 1-drop. The dog, keep our creatures alive. We have these auras to finish up and clean up with extra damage, and we don't really want that creature or whatever we equip to get destroyed, so the Savior helps with that. Bloodchief's Thirst, just cheap removal, gets us through for more damage, can take out Planeswalkers if we kick it, really efficient. Luminarch Aspirant. So this is one of the cards Crokies wasn't playing. I felt like I was having trouble with some draws to have enough creatures. I felt like I wanted to be pressuring the opponent more, but my only creatures were like a Scourge early in the game and maybe a Selfless Savior. So I felt like I needed to add more, which is why we see the 2 main deck Shades and the 2 Aspirants. Aspirant isn't as good here as it would be in mono white because we don't have like a clean 1-2 curve. Like in mono white, we want to put the +1/+1 counter on like a lifelinking Alseid or a Speaker of the Heavens. But in this deck, like you don't mind giving it to one of these creatures, but it's not like the game plan. So that's why only 2. Seasoned Hollowblade as a threat that is very sticky. It's hard for a lot of decks to deal with. You need exile removal. And we have some cards that we don't really mind discarding, like Skyclave Shade, or like Access Lands. But yeah, really good sticky threat, good thing to put your auras on. The Scourge, the whole reason we have the deck. Skyclave Shade is a recurrent threat. I'm starting to really like this card. I played in pretty much all my aggressive black decks, especially if they have discard synergies. Dire Tactics, we went over this before. Maul, way to push through extra damage. Pretty good equipment. The Demonic Embrace, kind of same logic as the Maul, except this one we also don't mind discarding to the Hollowblade, and if we need to, we can cast it from the grave by paying 3 life. Also a way that we can get our life total down for the Scourge. Apparition, just a great tempo card, can take out any permanent we want, can help us push through more damage. It's just really great in this deck. Legion Angel as a way to keep card advantage on our side. One of the 4-drops, we have the other 3 in the sideboard, just ways to close out the game, kind of like in mono white aggro, same sort of logic. Rankle, kind of 4 mana haste hit face. You can discard Access Lands, make your opponent discard. You can make yourself lose some life to grow the Scourge if that's your game plan, or just kind of versatile removal. I love Rankle. Emiria's Call and Aghanim's Awakening, we can cast both sides of these. Like, they're both good for the DFC, but they're also important for the mana base in case we want to grow the Scourge. So I would definitely run the 8 Bolt Lands. Then we just have some basic Orzhov duels. We have this to cycle in case you flood, and it helps our castle enter untapped. No use for the black mana. 4 pathways, some swamps, and some plains. Because we're running so many Bolt Lands, we don't run any passages. And yeah, the sideboard, just to show you guys again, is the 3 Legion Angels. So yeah, guys, if you're liking the videos, be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing. It really motivates me to make more content. Deck list will be in the description down below, and let's get into some games. Okay, well, this hand has a plan, and it's just a Hollowblade beatdown. Opponent takes a mulligan, nice. Let's start off with the killer on 1. I think I just want to be aggressive right now. And this looks very mono red, which is also a really good blocker against like Fervent Champion for turn 1. Haha, look, Mountain. No Fervent Champion. Alright, well, let's attack. This could just be a shock. No shock. Alright. Play out Hollow Blade. This is a 0-0 right now. Oh, this could be Spike Field Hazard. Nothing. Okay. So what do you have? Rimrock Knight. Okay. That's all fine. Pathway, good draw. Let's attack. Right now this is still a 0-0 because they haven't started hitting me yet. We'll take out the Rimrock Knight. We're going to play this on white in case we draw an Apparition. And play out the Hollow Blade. So let's go. What you got? Bolt in. If they start hitting me, this thing's going to get pretty big. But until then, we just have a feeble 0-0. Okay, my turn. Dire Tactics. Exiles. I can exile that Phoenix now and just get in. Or I can attack with both. If I had another land here, that'd be really good. I think I just go for the Dire Tactics. Not deal with it, and that's enough for the opponent to scoop. It could have been correct to just play out another Hollow Blade and attack, and with the other two and force them to like chump block while I discard. But I think having that exiled and pushing in for 7 damage puts them on another 1 turn clock. So yeah, not bad. Okay, so I think I'm playing against the Sacrifice deck, and I honestly hate this hand. Not a fan. It's not nearly aggressive enough. This is a lot better. We can drop off probably this land. Okay. I'll play this tapped. If we're playing against Sacrifice, then we will be getting hit pretty hard. Oh, it might not be Sacrifice. It could just be Titan's Nest. Some weird Titan's Nest deck. And it looks like that's what it's going to be. Okay. Play this on white. Get down the Hollow Blade. Indestructible Threat. If the opponent's holding up counter magic, we're sad. If they're holding up removal, we're really happy. I'm used to this being a Sacrifice companion is all, guys. Don't you worry. But I do think even that if it wasn't Sacrifice, the hand is not nearly aggressive enough. We only have a 3-drop and it's the Apparition. I mean, we also had Rankle, but Rankle doesn't exactly do anything in that spot until turn 4 on the draw, so Okay. And the opponent does nothing. Alright, now this is a good spot for Rankle. And we drop the Aspirant and we hold the 1 open mana to play around Juaris. These Titan's Nest, Dimir, control decks always have some weird cards. So they can make me tap my Hollow Blade now, which would be a mistake. You want me to target it with a counter before you tap it. Eliminate. We'll drop off a Bloodchief's Thirst. That can take out a Shark later, but we have 4 of them, so let's go to combat, beef up the Aspirant. I would have targeted the Hollow Blade if they had done that earlier. So, you know. Also, now the Aspirant has a counter on it, so it plays around Heartless Act, Extinction Event, ouch. Feels bad, guys. How many of those do you think they have? Well, at least they don't have a... what's it called? Oh wait, at least we don't have a shade on the field. Alright, so we can go to... I actually want to hold this. I think I'll give us both the draw. I want to hold the Apparition because they look like a Titan's Nest deck, and if they spend a turn tapping out for Titan's Nest, Apparition puts them really far behind. Okay, they hit their land, 3 cards in the yard. That means they can, okay, individual taps. That's definitely a Titan's Nest. Yep. Alright, so they have 4 mana to take out this Rankle. And they left 1 black open, so I don't have to worry about counter magic. Scourge is just a 1/1. Very good. Oh man, okay. Well, let's go for this now. See if they mess up. And don't respond to it with the Titan's Nest activation. Heartless Act. Yep. At least this comes down and takes out their engine. Which is why we didn't discard it earlier. And if ever they play a creature, Dire Tactics will burn us for its CMC. Ooh, so playing around Rory's did matter. Or maybe it didn't in that exact spot, but just knowing they have it in their deck makes me feel big brain. Thirst for Meaning. It's not bad, they're not under that much pressure, but it is pretty slow. If I had a board of like Hollow Blades and Skyclave Shades, I'd feel a lot better about it. So what you gonna discard? The enchantments they have are Shark Typhoon and Titan's Nest. They don't typically run that much else. So they might just be discarding 2 here. And we do get the Rope, so either they have a really important enchantment that they want to keep, or they're going to have to give up 2 of these cards. What's it gonna be? 2 cards, okay. Whirlwind Denial and the land, so I guess feels good. Alright, this deals with another... What's it called? Titan's Nest. Sorry guys, just a little bit tired. I started my other semester at uni today, or yesterday, and I'm exhausted already. Plenty of work. So I can beef up the Apparition. This will make a 4/4. I think we just try to push and damage. We know they run Heartless Acts and Eliminate, so it does not end up mattering really. And this is a human, so we don't lose the life off the Dire Tactics if we were to play it. I can take it out right now, or I can just go for the Demon. The Demon can have us lose half our life for 1 more mana, so let me just Dire Tactics this. If I hit 5 mana, then I am going to want to kick it. Garrick. Ouch. Okay. Garrick makes wolves. Well, that takes out Garrick. And we just get a little bit bigger. Not trying to trade for a wolf just yet. Oh, I'm happy to have that attack. I will gladly take 4, just make this even bigger. Uh-huh. Gonna play out Dog pre-combat. I don't think they're gonna give me anything to target with the Apparition, so... Whirlwind Denial, okay. So let's try to make this bigger. And attack. Okay, so this is a 5/5 for 2 mana. Feels good. Let's see if this can resolve. It does. Oh, this card is so sick, guys. Okay, and they cycle Triome. So, 2 mana 5/5 feels pretty good. They buy Gigantha, good sign. And we have another Scourge. I can give it the counter and just attack. Or I can give it to the Aspirant. I think I just give it to the Scourge. Push in even more damage. or force them to chump. Yep. No Garrick to put the counter on. Let's play out another one. I think if they have an extinction event now, we just lose regardless, so. And I want these Scourges to be bigger than Gigantha. Titan's Nest, okay. Apparition deals with that pretty nicely. And how many cards in Yard? 10. Oh, they have plenty of mana, guys. They have mana for days. So just kick back and wait for this Titan's Nest to do its thing. I'm pretty sure the auto tapper wants them to tap the 2 blue sources, but if they do that, then they can't cast counter magic, or at least bluff up counter magic. Yep. There's the Gigantha. No attacks from the wolf. Honestly, if they attacked, I just let it through. Just grow my Scourges. Okay, Legion Angel. So that can close out the game, but I think I just want to take out their Titan's Nest, and that's it. That just resolves easily. Very good. So make this a 6/6. Attack with the Scourges. If I attack with this also, that threatens lethal. But they just chump it with a Gigantha, so just these two. And they go for a double block, which is fine. Lets me push in some more damage. And it means I can start attacking with the Aspirant if I want. Okay, 2 cards and a 2/2 wolf. Okay, how much mana do they have? They can make a 6/6 shark? I'm letting this through. Grow my Scourge. Extinction event. Alright, so maybe I should have blocked that. But regardless, the next couple Scourges I have will be very nice. Alright, attack with the Apparition. Play out Angel. Counterspell there would have been very sad. And do we play land or do we hold land? I think we just play it. I think that we have our mana preoccupied for the next couple turns, and that's the game. Whew. So, hard match, but we are pretty resilient as far as aggressive goes with the Legion Angels and the Hollow Blades and the Skyclave Shades. That's it. So, yeah, guys, pretty good. Titan's Nest taken out. Alright, 3-lander. I think we keep this. We can start out with a Bolton Giant Killer. And I actually really like this hand. I think it's going to show off the Scourge because we have damage. So yeah, we can either bolt in the Emiria's Call on turn 1, or just play tap land, but then we won't be able to play the Scourge on 2. Unless you want it to be 1 powered creature. So it's all a little bit awkward. This is why this on 2 is not ideal, but later in the game it's a crazy card. Especially if you and your opponent have been trading blows. In the meantime, our opponent is on a mulligan to 5. Jeez. I think that means we can be aggressive. I also kind of want my life total to get lowered. And have them kind of pressure mine. Green, okay. Okay, so this is a 1/1 Scourge. Feels good. 2 mana, 1/1, but it will grow, guys, don't you worry. We have removal, we have the Demonic Embrace. Alright, so let's remove the Baby Godzilla. It lets us push through more damage and it prevents them from having a mutate target. So we'll attack first. Grow the Scourge. Look at that. And we'll play this out. So next turn we can have Selfless Savior and Demonic Embrace available. Okay. So, just double checking how this works. Its power and toughness are equal to 20 minus the highest life total. So we're both at 17. And we can play out Castle. Castle's pretty good. Play out Dog pre-combat. And give this to my Scourge. Big boy. And this won't grow the Scourge because I still have the highest life total. Which is why if I drew like any bolt land here, then we're feeling really good about ourselves because, landfall creatures. Okay, well at least this says flying. But yeah, so anytime we lower our life total, the Scourge will grow. So if I bolt in and draw with the castle, I will get a crazy power toughness boost. So I think we just... So this I need 3 black sources, which I do have here, so I can just play this on white. And I can attack and draw with the castle instant speed to get in more damage. I think I just poke in with the Scourge and leave them on another, well, a 1-turn clock. Play out the Hollow Blade to go wider and hold up Giant Killer tap. So they either need a reach creature or a removal spell for the Scourge. And if they have a reach creature alone, then I Giant Killer tap it and we just fly in for lethal. And there's the flying creature. But it will make... No, they need a land... Okay, so if they have a Fabled Passage, we're in trouble because it makes 3. But if they just have a normal land, it duplicates the Heron. And then we can tap it on their turn, and then tap the other Heron on our turn, and attack for lethal with the Scourge. Okay, so that's not a... Oh, what? I thought it... Okay, that's right, they need more mana. Okay, so they need 7 lands, I think it is? 6 lands. Okay, so if they had 6 lands, this would duplicate it. And they just don't have that yet. Yeah, good game. Sorry guys, I'm just used to Scout Swarm multiplying itself very, very quickly. Well, so we take out Mutate. They did have a bit of an awkward draw, but I like this game. It showed off how Scourge can just grow, even though it wasn't the craziest growing experience. Jeez, what are these hands, guys? Okay, you know what I think it is? I honestly think it's the best of one auto shuffler, seeing that we only have 16 actual lands in our deck, because these are, I think, considered spells when it comes to the auto shuffler. And we might actually need this. They are Obosh, so they are adventures. But at the same time, like, can we really afford to not be aggressive? And let's play this out tapped and pass. We are full banking on this angel right now. Lovestruck Beast. Well, at least the Dire Tactics is a clean answer to that. And okay, so really looking for a land off the top. And ideally a plains, because land curves us into angel, and angel provides a lot of pressure. Alright, so there's the opponent ramp. They do. Feels bad. They're not under a lot of pressure, so I can see that play. Although they did play out 1 land, so they're going to have it in their hand for now. No attacks, and I'm not using my mana to exile that. Well, at least we can cast something and play out some spells. I'm not even going to make them discard. I think that we just need to draw some cards, find more action. They have plenty of action. Okay, there's the white source. Feels good. But yeah, it's hard for us to get through a Lovestruck Beast, so we do need this answer. Oh, sorry, this answer. Eddie. Nice. Double Eddie. Okay, so really looking to get the opponent dead, because They are going to have so much card advantage on us with all the ramp spells and all the innkeepers. I think our best shot is to kill them through the air. That's also fine. It grows our Scourge. Should we ever find one? Okay, Amiria's Call. I can take out the Lovestruck Beast and attack with not everything, but almost everything. Can attack the Rankle. Oh, it's difficult, eh? I don't think I play this just yet, although that might be what I need. I might just need flying pressure. Okay, let's attack with the Rankle. Gets through. And I can make us discard. Not sacrifice, just discard. Drop off the call. Again, they have so much card draw anyways, I don't think it particularly matters. So, yeah, I can get this Angel down. Or I can go Tactics plus tap something down with the Giant Killer. If they have a Henge here, it's pretty bad, but can they even cast Henge 9 CMC? Yeah, they can. Alright, well, I think I just go for the Angel. I think my best bet is killing them through the air quickly. So let's go. And next turn we have Angel plus Tactics, so I think that was probably the best use of our mana. This presents 8 damage in the air, so we almost are there. And the opponent's on still 5 mana, 6 with the tap land. And yeah, look at that, just so much card advantage, like, it's disgusting. Dog makes me feel nice and cozy though. If ever they have targeted removal, I can just sack the dog. They get in there with the beast, I'll take 5. Have to worry about not dying too, right? But I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about getting ultimatum into like a Ugin or something. And yeah, opponent has to go to discard. Look at that, like how many cards they have. It's disgusting. Okay. So what's it gonna be? Brazen Borrower? Maybe. And if they no, they can't flash in the Borrower, they can just instant speed it. On the Rankle, sure. Hit for 4. Play this on white. Okay, so what do we have? We have 6 mana. So I can go for Hallowblade plus Angel. I think, or I can go for Angel plus hold open Dire Tactics. Or I can go for Hollowblade, Dire Tactics, and hold open a tap. This is coming in for 10, so maybe I do have to be careful. Okay, so let's say they do attack with both beasts. I have to chump with something, so I can go Savior, and then block out all my damage. So yeah, I do think I just go for this Angel. Grab another one, and I can hold open 2 mana at the tap. No, I can do that, or I can play the Hollowblade. I don't think this is going to get in for damage anytime soon, so I do think holding open the Dire Tactics or the Giant Killer tap is better, based on just the board they've assembled. So they go to attackers. Okay, so they attack with all. No, they don't. So I'm not sure what they're trying to get at. Okay. So let's go to blockers. Block like this. Actually, let's block like this. I'd rather they double try to take out the angel than this giant killer. And do they run cleave in their Teamer Adventures deck? Alright, so we sacrifice to the angel here. And we take no damage from this transaction. So yeah, that's just the part where I focus on not dying. Okay, let's... I mean, tap an innkeeper, I guess. I don't really want to remove anything. And land is fine, it's not ideal. Let's go for the Rankle. And not attack with the giant killer because I'm not trying to lose. So Brazen Borrower. Okay. Attack with 2. They can flash in a Borrower. And they draw plenty of cards. So now if they have a third Borrower, we don't have lethal. I can tap this down. I think I need the blocker just in case, so we'd go for the dire tactics. And do they have the other Borrower, or do we just get them? Oh my god, they have triple Borrower. In 37 cards? Like, you can't make this stuff up, guys. Discard. Am I just dead? I mean, I guess discard, draw. The draw probably helps more than me. I can drop off one of my angels now. It's not like I'm ever casting it. Okay, so the draw does pay off. We can take out one innkeeper. And now we're not dead on board. Jeez, the opponent got so lucky. Could game. No, it wasn't, buddy. Oh man, guy drew 3 Brazen Borrowers in the top X amount of cards. So yeah, now they just summon a Borrower and lose. Jeez, tough game, guys. But I think we did the best we could, given the circumstances. So, not gonna win them all, but I think that's okay. It's a fun little aggro deck. Alright guys, and we are back. So this deck is not the best deck I've played on the channel. It's not horrible. It can get you some wins, but honestly, I don't think it's a best of 1 deck, purely because the auto shuffler only thinks we have 16 lands in our deck, and we end up getting super mana screwed because of that. I don't know what the algorithm is, but I've played about 20 games with it, and I get super mana screwed, especially because my opening hands only have 1 to 2 lands, because I'm pretty sure it just counts these as spells despite them having a land half on the other side, and in best of 3 you don't have that shuffler problem. So if you're going to play this, go check out Crokies' channel. He has his deck there. Copy that one and grab the sideboard from there, but it's not bad. It can get you there. It's a fun little aggressive shell, and yeah, just a change of pace to play with a really awesome card that really doesn't get enough attention, Scourge of the Skyclaves. So again, guys, the deck list will be in the description down below, and I hopefully will catch you in the next one. Peace out.